Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about Israel condemns Colombian President Petro after he invokes Nazi slogans. Colombian President Gustavo Petro accused the United States and Israel of political manipulation linking what he described as efforts to undermine movements ranging from Free Palestine to Free Latin America. Petro made the remarks on Monday while condemning a billboard campaign targeting left-wing politician Ivan Chipita. Criticising the campaign, the Colombian leader compared it to Nazi propaganda tactics and invoked the slogan Hail Hitler in a social media post, drawing condemnation from Israeli officials. En Rubio se atrevió de decir esto, Petro wrote in Spanish, meaning not even Rubio dared to say this, referring to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who is of Cuban descent. The controversy prompted a response from Israel UN Ambassador Danny Danone, who sharply criticised Petro's remarks. President of Colombia at Petro Gustavo, whatever is going on in your personal life, there are lines that must never be crossed. Using Nazi slogans is a disgraceful low from which there is no coming back. I hope you can come to your senses and apologise before this Wednesday when you're scheduled to preside over the debate at the United Nations Security Council, Danone stated. The latest dispute reflects the continued deterioration of relations between Colombia and Israel under Petro, who has emerged as one of Israel's most outspoken critics since Hamas led October 7th war in 2023, where Israel was invaded by Hamas monsters that raped, pillaged and killed their way through Israel, killing 1,200 Israeli men, women and children and taking 251 Israelis captive into Gaza. An invasion of southern Israel communities. In May 2024, Petro announced that Colombia was severing diplomatic relations with Israel, accusing Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu's government of being genocidal for its military campaign against Hamas in Gaza. Here in front of you, the government of change of the President of the Republic announces that tomorrow we will break diplomatic relations with the State of Israel for having a government, for having a president who is genocidal, the Colombian president said. Israel's then Foreign Minister Israel Katz condemned Petro's decision, accusing him of rewarding the Hamas terrorists responsible for the massacre of 1,200 Israelis, the deadliest single-day killing of Jews since the Holocaust. The president of Colombia has promised to give a reward to the Nazi Hamas murderers, and here it is today. Katz stated, history will remember that Gustavo Petro decided to side with the most despicable monsters known to mankind, who burned babies, murdered children, raped women and kidnapped innocent civilians. Shortly after cutting ties with Israel, Petro ordered the opening of a Colombian embassy in Ramallah, the administrative seat of the Palestinian Authority. President Petro has given the order that we open the Colombian embassy in Ramallah, the representation of Colombia in Ramallah. That is the next step we are going to take. Colombian Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo announced at the time. Relations between Colombia and Israel had been strong prior to Petro's election in 2022. In late 2021, former Colombian President Ivan Duque Marquez visited Israel and officially inaugurated a diplomatic office in Jerusalem. I am visiting Jerusalem, staying in Jerusalem, visiting the Prime Minister's office, the President's office in Jerusalem, Dak stated during his visit to the Jewish state, "Our presence here, a state visit, is a symbol that we are here to strengthen the bilateral relationship," which has obviously deteriorated from he was in office, and now this new president is invoking Nazi slogans and opening an embassy in Ramallah, which is just rewarding Iran and her proxies. Pedro is my scumbag of the week. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.